All right, guys, something is going on right now. We just got a warning from a healthcare worker. She just warned us that they are now setting up decontamination tents and decontamination areas at her work, and she is worried that they are potentially getting ready for something big that's coming. All right, so we've seen a lot of this bubbling up in the background, and now it's coming to healthcare facilities. So let's dive into the details here really quick, guys. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm posting multiple times a day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news. All right, so this is what we're being warned of, and this is urgent. I had to come out here to the chicken coop. All right, somebody was calling me the chicken man the other day. They're saying Chicken Man's bringing us some news, right? I appreciate that, all right? I've been called worse. So Chicken Man's all right with me, all right? I'm out here in the chicken coop, and we are worried that they're going to do something with this bird stuff, all right? And we don't want this. We need to say no, do not comply. Nah, we don't want this, because they're going to be coming after your girls. They're going to be coming after your chicks, and they're going to be keeping track. All right, they're going to be keeping track. They already have registries in the UK going. They're coming after your backyard flocks. All right, and now healthcare workers are warning us that they're setting up these decontamination tents. So let's dive into this here. You can see we are getting warnings from nurses, and they are posting videos showing this stuff at their work. All right, so here's a video from Lizzie Q85. She just posted this just the other day.
So coming into work this morning, I saw this.
All right, do you see that? It's a decontamination tent, and she's saying this is at her healthcare facility, and it has the spray nozzles and everything. So they are potentially getting ready to ramp something up, and we need to be prepared. We need to say no, and we need to double down and get more chickens. Get some more, all right? I know some of you guys live in the city. Make that your long-term goal, but if you can get a couple, even if you have a little bit of the backyard space. I had chickens started out in the city, 5,000 square foot yard total, front and back, all right? Super small. And we had some chicks and some ducks. We had to get rid of the ducks because they were too crazy and loud, but you can have a few hens, a couple hens, and you'll be fine, all right? Because egg prices are already spiking, all this stuff's already hitting, and now healthcare workers are sounding the alarm saying, hey, this isn't normal, and what the heck's going on here, all right?
For anybody that doesn't know, those things that were hanging were shower heads to decontaminate yourself. What is going on in my job? Do I need to know? Do I need to go home? Haven't heard anything, so I guess we're safe.
All right, so you heard that. Shout out to her for posting this video, because it takes guts to post these things. A lot of this stuff's happening in the background, but people are scared to speak up and show what's actually going on. So shout out to her. All right, we're not exactly sure, but we need to shut it down. Say we don't want to do this again. We don't want to have this again. And it seems like we're on this cycle where stuff like this is happening every 4 years. All right, so let's hope we're not entering this phase again. We need to say no. We need to let it be known. And you need to be prepared as well. You need to be stocked up. You need to be ready, because if we see these lockdowns try to be implemented, and some states had them bad, guys. Some states, some places you were fine. All right, I was traveling in my RV during this time. This was like one of the times when we took off during all the stuff, right? Because we had a farmer's market that just shut down, completely shut down for like a year. Just done. That's over. So our local sources, all the restaurants shut down. Everything was just shut down, right? So you need to be producing these alternative systems right now so you're ready to go in case they lock things down, shut things down. You're good. You got your garden, you got your chicks, you got your stockpiles of food for you and your animals. That's critical to something to think about. If you have dogs, if you have chickens, cats, whatever you have, whatever animal. I've had a ton of stuff before. I've had chameleons before, right? Whatever you need to get stockpiles of food for them as well too, because these supply chains are going to be disrupted. We're already seeing major fertilizer disruptions. There's a state of emergency in Montana right now due to fertilizer shortages, right? And they're saying it's due to the Francis Scott Key Bridge, all this stuff. But what's that going to do? That's going to lead to crop loss, crop failure, lower crop yields if they're not getting fertilizer. Less food means higher prices, all right? And Russia actually declared a state of emergency just a few days ago because their grain has been destroyed from very late frost. All right, think about it. It's May right now. Sorry, I'm swiping these mosquitoes out of here. Think about it though. It's May right now, and they're getting hit with these late frosts that are destroying all of their wheat crops and their grain crops. And wheat on the Chicago markets have already skyrocketed, right? So this stuff's happening. These attacks are happening on our food supply, right? They just declared a state of emergency in Washington for this dang gypsy moth, this spongy moth that eats up all the crops there too. And they're saying it's going to destroy agriculture and destroy the forest, right? There's hit after hit after hit on our food supply. And I'm worried that this is going to be the next thing. And check this out, right? Check this out. This is what the White House is warning of too, and the FDA. Look at this. Feds to spend hundreds of millions, I think it's up to $300 million, to contain this bird outbreak amid testing lag. All right, so they're trying to pay for producers to test their flock constantly. They're trying to make this a mandatory testing where they always have to do it. And if anything pops up, they're coming in with the hazmat suits and they put your birds in trash bags. That's what they do, and they call it, I can't remember the name, it's like a live asphyxiation or something like that. It's like a euphemism for suffocating the birds in a trash bag, right? That's what they do. They come in hazmat suits and the birds get put in bags and they just, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, right? And I was reading as well that they are putting aside, here you can see it right here, $28,000 per farm. All right, so if you have some type of, you have to get rid of all your milk, all right? You have to dump all your milk. You have to get rid of all your chickens, all this stuff. They're saying that they're only gonna give you $28,000. Okay, it sounds like a lot of money, but for a farm that has to wipe out their entire flocks or herds of cows or dump their entire milk for however long until this clears out, that could be nothing for the farm, depending on how big the farm is. Even smaller farms, this could destroy them, right? It could take them years to regenerate their stock again, right? Their animal stock to be productive again, right? So this seems like it's potentially going on in the background, right? Let's hope not, but it's a major hit to our food supply. I don't know about you, but milk, dairy prices are insane right now. Steak prices are astronomical. Egg prices are going up too. We don't really buy eggs, but last time I checked, going up. Butter prices are up. Everything's up right now, and it's because they're just dumping milk. They're just dumping it all over the place if it has this contamination, right? And you can see here the FDA says it's preparing for a bird, you know what, and people that could wipe out 1 in 4 Americans. 1 in 4. This is the narrative that mainstream news is putting out right now. All right, so we're back. Sorry about that. The mosquitoes were getting crazy. You saw them. They're blocking out the camera half the time. These mosquitoes down here are so big. And one thing I wanted to just mention really too, thinking about mosquitoes, remember last year they released billions and billions of mosquitoes in the Florida Keys down south, right? And that's where I am. I'm down south, and all these mosquitoes are they're massive. They're insane, right? And I don't react too bad to getting bit, but my wife and my kids, they swell up really bad. They swell up really bad from these mosquito bites, right? So just something I was thinking about having these fly out here, right? Because they were going nuts, and they can actually be a problem for your chickens and your animals too. They can just overwhelm them and actually kill some of your chickens, right? If there's too many of them. Same thing with mites, right? You have to check your chickens for mites and really make sure that they have a spot to take a, quote, dirt bath, right? That's what they call it. I know that sounds counterintuitive to people, but chickens need to take dirt baths, right? They need fresh dirt, like sand, right? Real fine dirt that they can dig around in and get through their feathers, and it gets all the mites and stuff off of them when they do this, right? So we have a big chicken coop, and over in the corner we have a spot for them to take a dirt bath, and I clean out their coop about once a week, right? Rake it out, get it real clean, scoop it out, get a tub in there, rake it out, and then shovel it out, make a big pile with the rake, and then shovel it out. Okay, just get fresh dirt exposed. And we also have a dirt bath spot that I clean every day, and just like flip the dirt over and rake the dirt over and flip it and keep it really clean and get all the feathers and poop out of it, because they need that spot. That's their little bathing spot, right? That birds need, specifically chickens. They really do this. They all do this, and they just know how to do it. They don't have to be shown or taught or anything. They'll just start doing it. They'll try to start doing it in their bedding. Like if you have them in pine shavings, they'll start trying to take a dirt bath in the pine shavings when they're like 2 or 3 weeks old. They'll start doing this. It's just like a natural instinct. It's like an epigenetic response for chickens that it's like a genetic memory for them that they know what to do. They go take a dirt bath, and they know that's how they get clean and get the parasites and get the mites off and stuff, right? So thank you guys. Please hit it up for me down there. Hit that like, hit that sub. Helps to get these warnings out so people know what they are doing. They are setting up these spray tents, right? These decontamination tents, and this could be it, right? We don't know. So thank you guys. I hope you have big blessings for your life, your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.